Hello, I'm Robert with Racket Truck Racks and SureFit Truck Racks. I'm here to display our Racket rack on a 4-door long bed Tacoma. What we're doing right now is the installation of the rack. We've got our install kit that comes with the rack. The rack's already set on the truck. So when you get your kit, open it up, make sure you have all your parts. There should be a bag of hardware. There should be 2 rear brackets. There's a passenger side and a driver's side. And then you'll have your 2 front brackets. Now the front bracket on a short bed model is a little bit different. It's actually a piece of flat bar that's formed to go up over the bed rail, or over the wheel well. And then there's an installation instruction sheet. There's a drawing on the back that shows the short bed model. This is at the front. This is the front for the long bed model. And then both rear brackets are going to be the same. So anyhow, to start out, what you'll want to do is take out your tail lights. Got a number 10 millimeter socket. You can use an end wrench. You're pulling out this screw here that's level with the top of the tail light. And then the very bottom one. There's another one above it with a washer. Don't take that one out. You're just taking the bottom one out. Now this taillight will pull straight back. There's 2 pins. There's one at the top and one at the bottom that are in a rubber grommet. So you just have to overcome that rubber grommet to get this out. So carefully pulling straight back, it'll snap out. And you got to watch your wires, make sure they're clear. Get your taillight down out of the way. So what this does is it gains access to this piece right here. And that's where this bracket is going to install. So you'll use this as your guide. You'll want approximately 2 to 3 inches here of clearance. You'll scribe this or have someone hold it and you can get your drills started through here. Once those holes are drilled, you can go ahead and mount this in your install kit. You'll use this hardware here. This bolt will go through. On the inside, you'll run a lock washer and a standard nut. To tighten these, you'll need a 9/16 end wrench or socket. So you'll put a pair of these on each side. And you'll do the same thing on the other side. So as you can see, the brackets are different. The pipe section goes on the front of the stanchion. This other one sits on the front on this side. You also want to make sure that this pipe is lined up with the slot that's on the rack here. You can adjust the rack forward and back to get that lined up, because right now the rack's not bolted down, so you do have that movement. So once you get this in place right here, you'll start your next hardware step, which is going to be a flat washer, a lock washer. You'll drop it down through the top, the cradle here. You'll do another flat washer, a nut, a jam nut, oh, I'm sorry, I put this top washer on back. The lock washer goes on first. Then the flat washer on the bottom. Another jam nut. So then you'll thread this down into your, you'll run this all the way down until it bottoms out. Then you'll set your jam nuts. You'll run that jam nut down into this pipe sleeve here. You'll run this other jam nut up into the bottom of this cradle, and that holds this corner tight. So this end is done at that point. You come up here to the front. Stock bed bolt. This bit fits in here. A socket, 5/16 socket. Break this loose, pull this bolt out with that bolt out of the way, you'll drop this foot in that location, drop your bolt back in, retighten your bed bolt. Same bolt sequence as the rear that you do here with the long bolt down through with the washers and jam nuts. So you'll get this all tightened down here. That's done. Repeat the process on the other side. It doesn't really matter which corner you start in, but just make sure you do all four. Anyhow, that's it for now. That's the installation of a Tacoma 2005 and newer lumber rack.